When people buy a supercar, they tend to keep it as safe as their own child. But this YouTuber did something crazy. He took his supercars, cut them up, and used the scraps to make a hatchet and a knife. You're gonna wanna check this out. We are here with Supercar Ron. How's it going?
Sarah, good to see you.
Good to see you. Thank you for having us out to this absolutely incredible shop that you have.
Of course.
This is wild.
This is the secret lair, by the way.
Well, Ron, tell us a little bit about how you got into cars, why you're doing what you're doing.
So I've always loved cars, even since I was a really young kid. I'm also an entrepreneur. So like from a very early age, I knew I wanted to drive cool cars.
Oh yeah.
Like
How
always. Yeah, I just love them. I mean, they're so fun. Materialistically, it's like kind of, you know, one of those few things that I actually care about. So I spent many years building a business here in Utah. And as that business grew and as it became more successful, I was able to buy cooler and cooler cars. And so one day I sold that business like 4.5 years ago. And all it really did was allow me to buy better cars. We did a lot more charity work and I bought a lot cooler cars. And like those were the two things, like we still live in the same house, you know?
Well, that's insane. I'm so just in awe of everything you guys do. You have a pretty cool YouTube channel.
Thanks.
So what do you typically do in your videos? I've seen them. It seems like you do some crazy stuff.
We have done some exceptionally crazy stuff. I mean, we're actually launching a video this coming week where the US Air Force invited us down and we're hanging off the back of an AC-130 as an Osprey is refueling. Like
that's insane.
Oh, it's so nuts. It's so nuts. We've done everything from hunting, camping in supercars, high-speed track days.
Wild.
I mean, I drive all of my hypercars in the snow, so I'll slap snow tires on them. Like, you will never see a Ferrari F40 driving down the road in the middle of a blizzard unless you watch Supercar Ron, because I drive them, you know, every single day of the whole year.
Okay, that's insane. Speaking of loving cars, you also love knives.
Yes.
So where does that crossover come into play for you?
Crossover comes over because at my core, I am an outdoorsman. So I do a lot of hunting, a lot of archery, a lot of rifle. And I've always been attracted to really cool knives. And so I have a knife collection that has been custom made by a wide variety of artisans.
That's sweet.
They are used every single day in my life. So I always have a knife on me. I used one of these knives we're going to be showcasing today. Over the weekend, I used it like 6 times. I was cutting rope and I was setting things up.
Yeah, heck yeah.
And so I do love knives though. And I got to meet a guy named Nate the Blade Maker.
Right, Nate Summers.
Nate Summers.
Everyone knows who that is.
Oh,
very famous.
I love him. He's become like a dear friend, and he has helped us craft some unbelievable knives out of parts from my supercars.
Right.
It's a really unique concept, but I'm like, dude, how do we take all this stuff that I have from these cars that I've modified over the years and turn them into really cool things? And that's what we've done.
Well, that's amazing. Let's take a look at the knives, shall we?
Let's do it.
All right, so we got the knives in our hands.
Yes.
So why don't you kind of run me through? We'll start with the hatchet first.
So this was fabricated by Nate.
Yes.
And this includes portion of this wheel that came off of my Ferrari SF90.
Wow.
So I took it in for service to the local Ferrari dealership. Someone broke into the Ferrari dealership and used another Ferrari to smash their way out of the dealership on the showroom floor. So my Ferrari was nearly totaled. It was almost a brand new Ferrari, but I had these wheels from the Ferrari. And I'm like, okay, they struck me a check for the Ferrari. Well, what do I do with these wheels? And I wanted to make a hatchet. And so I sat down with Nate and I'm like, bro, let's walk through a super sick design for a hatchet. Hatchet is so sweet. Down here at the bottom with the bolster, this is an aluminum bolster that came directly from the SF90, the Ferrari SF90 wheel, and it includes a bolt from the wheel itself.
That's sweet.
Yeah, at the head of the hatchet, we have 80 CRV2 steel that was hand forged by Nate.
That's very
and so really, really pretty clean design. But I love how it turned out. In fact, we chopped down a tree on my ranch just this last weekend with the hatchet that I kept for myself.
Okay, that's so cool.
And you'll notice it's inscribed, this is number 16 of 20. So we only made 20 of them total. They're very limited.
Well, then kind of polar opposite to that big one, we have a little mini kind of stiletto dagger.
We do. We actually, this is the miniaturized version of the very first knife that Nate ever made for us, which was a longer version of the stiletto. The problem was with the really long version for an EDC,
That's tough.
it just didn't work. We made very few of them, just like this one is limited.
Yeah.
But this one comes from parts from my Pagani Huayra Roadster. So the Pagani is a $3.5 million hypercar, absolutely nuts. This actually lit the internet on fire when they saw me chopping up a wheel from the Pagani.
I'm sure it hurt a lot of people.
Oh my gosh, people are like, what are you doing?
I know.
And I'm like, dude, I'm making knives. Like,
Exactly.
it's so cool. So yes, this is a little 2-inch blade with parts from the Pagani wheel.
And then I believe on the Stiletto we have AEBL steel on this nice little blade.
Yep.
And then it has a hidden tang with some nice leather wrapping on the handle.
And some of the details that I absolutely love about this, though, if you look at like kind of how he beveled the blade, I mean, it is classic Italian stiletto. It's a really cool, very pretty knife.
Yeah, it's a cool homage to that.
I use this every single day.
Wow.
I keep this knife on me.
Yeah, it's a perfect size just to throw in your pocket.
Exactly.
I love that.
Exactly. Yeah, and it comes with this great little
Kydex sheath.
Yes.
Multi-clip.
Yep, the multi-clip. So
awesome.
it's really useful. It's really sharp. Nate did a killer job on it. Yeah.
No, these are fantastic. I think the story behind them is so unique, so cool. I mean, I'm blown away. I love cars, so this to me is like out of this world that you'd especially touch a Pagani and put something like that into a knife. But that is so cool.
Well, and we love partnering with Blade HQ because you guys really know how to market and sell these, and we never had. I was just making them because I'm like, oh, that's a cool knife. Let's make them, you know. And I had these extra parts, and so it's a unique proposition. But you know, we'd like to make more. We'd like to do some limited runs, and and these are the first couple that we did.
Yeah, I mean, these are great. I think you got a really cool thing going. If you guys like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And we want to give a big shout out to Supercar Ron and the rest of his staff for having us out today to film this video. If you guys want to buy these knives, you can get them at bladehq.com and have a cool little piece of a Pagani or a Ferrari. And again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.